Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And as always, we give peace and salutations unto the elect. And as you can see, all right, the devil is not going to stop. All right. U.S. Treasury Deputy Secretary warns unjust Americans that shortages will continue until everyone is stabbed. Madness. All right. And you see the time, 11:44, 144, call halal Yahweh Shemel Shai. But as you can see, it says the Deputy Secretary at the U.S. Treasury has put Americans on notice that the only way to end the plague of empty shelves around the country is for every resident to become juiced up. The frank warning came off as a threat to many. All right. Now, when you listen to this logic, it's letting you know that they could move it. All right. And that this is basically letting you know that this is man-made. Now, what this is going to do, because this is a man-made, food shortage. It's not that, the supplies and the things aren't there. It's just that your means to getting them, first of all, the true the true resources of the earth that man need are hoarded by the elite. The land is hoarded by the elite. Okay, they're for some reason paying farmers off to not farm, paying them off to retire farming, because when it's all said and done, they plan on everything that you have in your hand, getting ready to put it into your mouth to eat, will come from them. All right, or their means of you getting it, your access to food, all right, is being cut off before your eyes. All right, and it's all going to get worse. But this is going to cause a heavy amount of division as well. This is going to lead to division as the those who are juiced. You'd think they'd be calm now, but they seem to be the only ones losing their damn minds. Okay, and still worried about the whole 19 thing, man. All right, you think that once they got juiced, they feel safe, but they're on this. They've taken hold to the propaganda that it should be forced, all right, onto everyone, and if you don't take it, all right, you're a problem. All right, you don't deserve to eat. Okay, your children don't deserve to eat. You don't deserve to work. You don't deserve to do anything because you have not taken, all right, the juice. And this is the mindset of the people, all right, who are hardcore, bowing to the image, man. They're gonna look at you like you not bowing is holding up life. So this is gonna cause a whole hell of a lot of division, friction, crime, fights, wars, all right, and they're creating chaos so that they can bring in order. It's clear as day. Okay. It says, and this is wild. What scriptures comes to you, brothers of mine? You can post them on the comment board. I don't want to make this too long, but persecution is coming. Okay, persecution. People are going to get more unreasonable. This is why we detach, from this world, because at the end of the day, these people are absolutely insane, and you can see the mentality of the people is even getting worse. Okay, as this propaganda heightens. All right, just imagine. Okay, once they start pushing this heavily in the news, that the reason that food isn't being put on the shelves is because of the people who don't have the juice. Imagine what that's going to do to people's minds. Okay, imagine when people aren't able to get hold of their medications. Okay, their favorite chips, their sodas, and that is blamed on you. Okay, This is going to be a means to bring forth more unrighteous decrees, all right, and to cause and create more chaos. This is a clear indicator that they're trying to create chaos, okay? It says the Biden administration's second highest official, this dude Wally Adeyemo, all right, appeared to publicly blackmail the still sizable portion of Americans who have not been juiced. This is like, yeah, they're blackmailing you. Okay, and a lot of people are going to fold once once this propaganda starts getting, heightened. A lot of people are going to fold, but there's still going to be a whole hell of a lot of people that are like, "F this. This is wicked. This is absolutely wicked, and it is wicked." You see? But then there's going to be us, all right, who they're getting ready to come with a whole hell of a lot of propaganda against us. So prepare your souls, brothers, because we're going to be a part of this whole thing as well. All right, they're going to, they're using this guy, Kyrie Irving, and you know what he believes in, Islam. All of it's going to tie together at some point. Just know the devil has a plan. If it's in the news, if it's constantly being put in your face, just know he has his hands in it. All right, we got to be wise, brothers. Now, we can talk about these things, we can speak about these things, but just know that if it's something that's heavily in the news, it's something being, even when you believe that there's someone really against their agenda, know that Esau ultimately has a plan for it. Okay, and we're going to see all of these things play out, in their time. But the devil is on his way out. I mean, anybody anybody who looks at this and say, "Oh, this dude is about to lose, man." And this is why the scriptures say the just shall live by faith, man. It says he appears to be blackmailing the still sizable portion of Americans who have not been juiced against the stuff during Thursday's ABC interview, seemingly blaming them for the ongoing shortages of consumer goods that have led many to mock the president as empty shelves Joe. Now, as always, all right, these governments, once things start going bad, they start to blame the people. Okay? It's like, and what are they going to do? They're going to start to blame the unjuiced as the reason you're not able to eat. Despite viral photos depicting thousands of cargo ships lined up at the port of Los Angeles ready to unload their goods, they claim that the supply chain issue plaguing so many U.S. retailers are an international issue that will only let up when a sufficient percentage of the country has been juiced. So they're literally telling you that we could unload it, right? We could get these things moving, but the fact that people aren't juiced, all right, which is leading to less workers, people walking off jobs, okay, people saying to hell with the system, so they're having less workers, less, people, but truly they can fix this if they wanted to. It could be fixed, all right. And who's going to be the main people believing this shit, falling for it? Jake. Like, you should know, you should clearly be able to look at this and be like, this is complete BS. It says, describing the disastrous economic conditions as an economy that is in transition, Adeyemo acknowledged that we are seeing high prices for some of the things that people have to buy. Now, this happened in the ancient Roman Empire, all right? And this always happens, as inflation hits and these particular businesses start to go up on prices, just try to keep their businesses, going afloat. So, of course, things are going to become, more precious. So you're going to have to pay more for things in certain situations. Well, like this dude, what's his name? Was it Nixon? At the time inflation was hitting at that time, what did they do? They started to blame the stores, these businesses for going up on prices, when really they are the problem. So it's going to be a hell of a lot of blaming going on and propaganda. All right, in the near future, man. Watch. It says while he praised the administration's stimulus payments, he also pinned the blame squarely on the unjust. The reality is that the only way we're going to get to a place where we work through this transition is if everyone in Babylon around the world gets juiced. Oh man. That's the solution. While the ABC reporter repeatedly suggested that the country's shortages of toilet paper and other panic buy items could be traced to international supply chains distributions, a growing number of Americans are demanding answers regarding the weirdly specific nature of certain products missing from store shelves. Some have even voiced doubt concerning whether the shortages are being introduced deliberately. Absolutely, they are. Either to gin up hatred against the unjust or keep Americans economically off balance as they grow accustomed to the wild disruptions of this demic. Let's see. All right. He said, Adeyemo, all right, did the Biden cabinet no favors by adding fuel to the conspiratorial fire, explaining the primary reason Biden continued to push for everyone to be juiced was that only then could the White House provide the resources the American people need to make it to the other side of the chain problems. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my goodness. Despite blaming the international shipping industry for empty shelves in the U.S., the media establishment has acknowledged, all right, that the port of Los Angeles and Long Beach, which together process 40% of the nation's import, had their busiest years on record last year, giving the lie to the notion that the products missing from American shelves simply don't exist. They're there, all right, but they're changing your means of getting them, all right, and they're making you go through a straight gate using food as they're dangling it in front of you. They're saying, wait, in order for you to get it, all right, you got to get this, you got to do this, and it's only going to get these are unrighteous decrees. Okay, these are unrighteous decrees, man. Let's get that in the book of Isaiah real quick, and we'll end it. I don't want to take too long on this, but what scriptures come to you, brothers mine? Isaiah 10:1, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay? So these are unrighteous, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, man. And there's a God-given right for food. Now, food, water, bread, and everything that these devils are withholding from the people, all right, those things ultimately don't stop being provided just because he says you can't have it. The Lord has a way to give us what he wants. It's just going to take a great deal of faith as this things tightens up. But this man is the devil. This is absolutely Satan. And we told you democracies lead to historically it has been democracies that have led to the biggest forms of tyranny, man. And niggas are still sitting there blaming Trump. Now, Trump, don't get it twisted. He laid a lot of the groundwork for the NWO with some of the laws he passed, but what are niggas still sitting up there screaming Trump is the problem for, and not saying that this nigga Biden, all right, is a problem. Now, let me what was the other scripture? Oh, we're gonna get this in Habakkuk, then we'll close it out. All right, Habakkuk, the second chapter. Okay. In the second verse, it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. And the prophecies have been made plain. What's going to happen? All right. What is happening is clearly is made plain. And we're reading it now like, oh shit. And we're seeing it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. What is the end associated with? Esau. This is the declaration of war on the people. Okay. Mainly you Israelites, but the people, period. But at the end, it shall speak. He's going to come down with great wrath and not lie, though it tarry. Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Okay? But the just shall live by faith. This is where we are. We're seeing an unrighteous, vile, decrepit demon rule. All right. And he ain't letting up. Okay. And and he can't look back. Just like we can't look back. They can't look back. So they got to go with this narrative, but it's so stupid. It's almost laughable. All right. But at the end of the day, this is what he's going to do. This is what he's coming with. All right. Just prepare your soul. So I just wanted to report on that. Shalom.